chat pimps. Crying emojis in the chat. Oh my lord. What is up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video. And breaking news, folks, from the Twitterverse. That's right. Our boy TJ Gamebox reported out this weekend that our boy Philip Burnell went crazy pulling them Hogans. Oh my lord. That's right. Successful businessman, successful YouTuber, Philip Burnell, successful gambling addict, went crazy. That's right, folks. TJ Gamebox reported out, I think it was Sunday. I think it was either Sunday or Saturday. I'm not sure. Your boy Duty just didn't have time to report out this weekend. But he's been tracking it for a while. And I think it first started out at Phil spending about $700. And then that quickly escalated to $1,000. And then lo and behold, the final number here, as reported out by TJ, is $1,367. Wow. And what did he get? Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm not sure if it was a six-star Austin or a 5-star. I'm not fully sure. But it looks like Stone Cold is now part of DSP's Sweaty JPEG Man collection. Big ups, Philip Burnell, for making great use of that cash. And what annoyed me the most is, after reporting this out, is of course Phil's been begging. And of course he's been ranting and raving the last couple days about support. I don't know if you guys caught my videos where he, especially yesterday, where he went buck wild crazy on a couple of dents that actually submitted some suggestions about Phil not continuously talking about support and so on. And of course, Phil lost his shit. And of course, just like Phil, he took that opportunity for that question to answer that question by, of course, turning it into a beg segment. He spent literally 20 minutes talking about support and begging, when the actual person that's made the suggestion said, hey, Phil, maybe you shouldn't, go on support beg segments for 10 to 30 minutes. And of course, Phil never fails when, someone puts that bait out. Phil always has to bite. And he ended up rambling on for 20 minutes about support and begging. But why does the man beg? You know why the man begs. The man begs because he needs that tip money for WWE champions. And the fucking funny thing here is, you look at that number, $13,670. Well, you're curious to know how much Phil made in tips in the last 10 days? Roughly $1,500. And of course, if you take out PayPal's fees, what does that bring you to? That brings you roughly to about $1,380. So it left Phil with about $13 left. And of course, you need at least $1,651 to be able to get some pulls. So I guess he took that extra cash and bought some DoorDash. I'm not sure what you can get on DoorDash, because DoorDash is expensive as all fuck. But of course, so fucking interesting. It's amazing how the numbers just line up. And of course, Phil loves to fucking complain. He loves to fucking complain that he has no money, that the business is failing, that, he needs those YouTube side contributions, right? And the reason why he needs those YouTube side contributions is because he can't control himself. The man, I think, has come to the realization that he is a fucking addict. And what do addicts do? They have no self-control. And like Phil, being the addict he is, he has no self-control when it comes to money. So if he's getting those tips every day in PayPal, he's cashing it out. He's cashing that shit out every day. And to do what? To fucking gamble on a Candy Crush style game. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. And of course, I'm a big believer of, shit always come to light. Shit always comes to light. That's why Phil is such in the predicament he is. Because all of the lies, all of the shit that he's done has always come to light. Whether now, tomorrow, next week, a year from now, it always comes to light. And this WWE champion shit is not going to be any different. Phil's going to slip up one day. Big time. And he's going to expose himself. It's going to show that he is down from the rafters. It's going to show that everything that he said previously was a fucking lie. And of course, like always, it's going to prove the detractors are right. Just like the song says, they were right. And we're always right. We're always right. I don't give a fuck what Phil says. I don't care what excuse. I don't care what 20-minute rant he goes on. This motherfucker is down from the rafters. He is. There's too much. When there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And this is obviously a fucking, one of those catastrophic wildfires that no one can put out. You have to wait for it to burn out. And that's what Phil is here with this gambling addiction. He's a fucking wildfire that can't be put out. And for Phil, he figures, I can't control it. I might as well just run with my addiction. Because he needs he needs those bells. He needs that affirmation. Because when you have nothing going on in your life, when you have no meaningful family, when you have no children, when you live with, when you have a roommate for a wife, when you have zero fucking friends, when you're a fucking hermit and you spend 6 days a week in a dirty, sweaty, smelly office, right? And you go out for maybe an hour or two a week, you got nothing going for yourself, Phil. Fucking pathetic. One of the most pathetic fucking people in the world. And it's interesting because as pathetic as you are, when I see you spending the thousands and thousands of dollars on WWE champions, it's fitting. It's fitting that a degenerate like yourself would waste this kind of money, would risk the livelihood, would risk the financial stability for you, for your roommate, and for your cat. As much as you say you love your family and you have to protect your family, spending $1,367 on sweaty JPEGs is not protecting your family. That is the farthest thing from protecting your family. What you're doing is you're setting them up for financial failure. You're setting it up for bankruptcy to Electric Boogaloo. And that's probably what it is. I mean, we should partly blame the U.S., the U.S. judicial system for allowing you to fucking file for bankruptcy. Bankruptcy isn't for people like you. Bankruptcy is for people that really, really need it. And you just wanted to fucking spend money, go bankrupt, and then expect the U.S. taxpayer to bail you the fuck out. And since that happened the first time, I'm pretty sure you think it'll happen again. You figure, well, the worst case scenario here is if I ever get so fucked up, so tied up in debt, I'll simply just file for bankruptcy again. Why not, right? I think you could file for bankruptcy, I think, every 7 years. And he filed for bankruptcy, in 2020? And we're 4 years in? So Phil figures if I can continue for 3 more years, just scraping by, just paying my bills and not getting myself in trouble, then I could just file for bankruptcy in 2027. Fucking pathetic, Phil. You're a loser. You're fucking pathetic. And I pray that every night after you spend this kind of cash on these sweaty JPEGs, that you can't sleep, that you toss and turn and you feel like kicking yourself in the fucking crooked hairline of yours, and you say to yourself, why did I waste this money on sweaty JPEGs? Why am I such a fucking addict? I hope that happens to you, because maybe one day, maybe, just maybe, you'll wake up and finally get the help that you need. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I sure did. Peace out.